That's what I'm talking about. We got Charlie's game going on here. Charlie's game, 1-2. It's Thursday. It's about dinner time, and it's time for some poker. We've got Tech in the box right now, getting ready, shuffling up, getting ready to deal. Got our 1-2 game going on here for today. Looks like it's going to be a lot of exciting poker action. We've also got a $5 on the button table rolling in the main poker room. So make sure to check that out. Come out and play here at KoJack's. And as you can see, Tech already pitching cards out there, ready to go. We've got a lively cast of characters for today. You know him, you love him. We got Barney in the house checking his cards right now. He's in the green shirt there. Seat number 6. And we've got Miss Charla playing at 1-2. I think our first time on the live stream making her debut. We've got Mr. Whiskey to her left. Mr. Basil, you know him, you love him, the classic, the favorite, the fan favorite here. We've got Mr. Alex Rivas, as well as Mr. Brad Logan. And we've got Julio. Can't leave out Julio there in seat number 9 / seat number 10, depending on how you look at the table. But we are off to the races here, starting things off pretty hot. A couple of diamonds on the flop here. Queen, 5, deuce. Barney making top pair and the diamond draw. I would say he flops the whole world here. He's going to go ahead and lead out. $8 bet. Action over to Mr. Whiskey. Looking for that backdoor Broadway draw here. He's holding ace-king. Couple of overcards. He does make the call. Not a huge bet relative to the size of the pot, so he is priced in there with his overcards. Basil, though, 9-8 offsuit. Also making the call here, along with Alex, the king deuce, his pair of deuces. And there we go. There we go. That next queen there will lock it up for Barney. Queen on the turn, giving Barney the check mark along with trips. He checks, though. Basil bets 27, a much larger bet. Barney kind of Hollywooding a little bit, checking his cards just to make sure. Maybe he's really got that queen. Maybe checking the second card to see if it's a 5. Oh, look at this. An 8 of diamonds comes out. Barney makes the flush. Interestingly enough, though, the cards that it shows highlighted there do not indicate the flush, but still, Barney, dragging the pot, gets the check mark. First pot of the day, Mr. Barney. There we go, right out of the big blind, getting the big blind special and making it work for him. Pretty good stuff right there. Now we are 7-handed right now, but we will. We do have a couple more players getting ready to line up, getting ready to show up, getting ready to play some cards here. And now we're off to hand number 2. We got Tech in the box, dealing out those cards, one of my favorite dealers. And now we've got Barney here in the small blind, Miss Charla in the big blind, and that'll put Mr. Whiskey right there under the gun. He does elect to fold here, not looking at ace-king this time. We got Basil in seat 1 making the call with the 9-7 offsuit. A monster of a hand. And Barney trying to spin it up, make it 2 in a row, raises up to $7 here with the king-queen offsuit. Mr. Julio coming along for that. Calls with the ace-5. Basil calling with the 9-7 is priced in, and Brad coming along as well with the queen-jack. And the flop comes out queen high once again. Lots of diamonds out here. Julio holding the highest diamond. Basil just notched out with the 7 of diamonds. And Barney's going to keep up the aggression here with his top pair, not letting him draw out.
Hey, Trace, this is Uncle Don, bro. He plays with us. Show him how
Hey, come on in. And it looks like I'm joined by my first guest. What's up, man? Here, have a seat. I'll get you a headset. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, we're just watching some poker action here. You mind being on camera? All right, here we go. This is what we got going on here. Let me get you this headset. First guest in the studio of the day.
Oh, shit.
This is pretty exciting. This is pretty exciting here. There you go. That goes on the right side there. You got to take off the... That is a nice hat you got, sir. Yeah. Well, here we go. So we are joined by our fantastic first guest here. Basil said you're his uncle?
No, I'm just
Everybody's uncle, all right.
Uncle Don.
Uncle Don is in the house right now. We got Uncle Don. I pushed the wrong button. That womp womp was supposed to be the barrels.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we're watching some 1-2 here. We got Uncle Don in the house. And it looks like we are in the action. There's Basil here in seat number 1. We got a big screen over here. And then here momentarily, we'll be able to see the cards that pop up.
Yeah.
How you feeling today?
I'm just barely getting by today.
That's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, but it'll get better as the night goes by.
There you go. That rain treated you all right the past couple of days?
Yeah.
Very good. Here's a water if you need.
Thank you.
Yeah. It does get hot in here. We're running a couple of computers. We got a couple of people in here. So you play 1-2.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've played here before.
What's your favorite hand?
I'm a KoJack member. I just haven't been around for a while.
That's how it goes sometimes. That is how it goes. So what is your favorite hand? I know Basil's is Jack 10.
10-8.
10-8. Okay. On suit, off suit.
Got to be on suited. But,
Suited. Maybe diamonds or spades.
but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's all the same.
I chase aces, straights, and flushes.
There you go.
You know.
That's the way to
I
do
wrote
it.
The song.
I love that.
Yeah.
So where are you from? You from around here?
From Midland.
Midland, Texas.
Don, I already sold them for you.
Oh, did you?
Yes, sir.
Good Lord, look at you.
Whoa, we got
I gotta go buy some more.
money changing hands already here. That's how it goes.
You like the setup, Uncle Don?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, it is pretty cool. So we've got a couple of tournaments coming up. You interested in tournaments? You play tournaments or you play cash game?
Tournaments here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the bounty tournament coming up on Saturday.
Yeah.
I like the bounties. I like how aggressive it gets. You got to
Yeah.
put them all in.
Oh yeah.
Risk it for the biscuit.
Gotta get that biscuit.
Get the biscuit.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, I think we have something special going on. Tomorrow, we've got our $20,000 guaranteed high roller tournament. That's going to be pretty cool. We're going to live stream that one, too. You going to be here for that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Tomorrow? What's it? Tomorrow's Friday.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe check it out.
We'll see.
So you've been playing poker a long time?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. I bet you got some wild stories.
I used to run poker games here in Midland before KoJack's was built.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I like that. You got any crazy stories for us?
Oh, not today.
Not today. They're too crazy for the audience. That's what it is.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, tell you a few.
Oh, yeah.
He's been in. Him and I have been. Yeah.
Been going in the poker streets for a while, huh?
We used to run. Go to all the games together.
Love that.
Yeah.
I watched an interview with old Texas Dolly, Doyle Brunson.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. He was talking about some crazy stuff
Oh, yeah.
way back in the day.
He used to come to Midland.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Back in the day.
Yeah, you ever played a couple of pots against him?
No.
No.
No, I was too young for that shit. then.
I got you.
Yeah. My mother used to deal blackjack down at old Scarborough Hotel back in his day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back in the 40s.
Man, love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Yeah, a lot of overlap between blackjack and between poker.
Oh yeah. Well, they had poker there too.
Oh, of course.
You know, but I don't know if you know about the Scarborough Hotel
A little bit.
back in the day.
A little bit, yeah.
Little bit?
Not a whole lot.
Oh yeah.
I've heard the name.
Yeah.
The Scarborough name still carries a lot of weight today,
Oh, yeah.
sure.
Yeah. There was no the elevator didn't stop at the second floor,
Okay.
and you had to go up the stairs to the second floor.
Interesting. Okay. Very secret.
It was all brothel.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one in Big Spring, yeah?
No,
No, here. Okay, okay.
yeah, we used to be right across the street from the courthouse downtown
Oh, okay.
on Wall Street. Yeah.
I got to do an interview with the owners of the hotel in Big Spring that they
did you?
just they had
That was a wild place.
that was a wild place too. You said brothel, and I was like, wait a second, maybe that's the one I'm thinking of, because that definitely had a couple of ladies of the evening here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, too fun, too fun. We got Tony in the chat here. We got Toledo Tony.
Where's he at?
He's saying, how's it going?
Oh.
Yeah, Tony. Good to see you, my man. Tony lives in Toledo,
Uh-huh.
and he's got a G6 jet, apparently. I don't know if that's real or not. It might be a joke. I choose to believe it's real.
G6 jet?
Yeah, but he's got it on standby for today.
Oh, okay.
Maybe he'll come out and visit us.
Well, come on down.
Come on down, play some poker.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We are joined by legend Uncle Don here at the KoJack's studio, live in Midland, Texas right now on a 15-minute delay. And the action is just heating up here. These players are capped at $200 to buy in.
Oh, yeah.
But let me tell you, in an hour, it's going to get up to $500 per player.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty crazy. These diamonds have been coming out. We got a flop King 10 tray, 2 diamonds on board.
Yeah.
We got CJ with the ace of diamonds, Alex with the 7 of diamonds, and Whiskey with the jack of diamonds here. Now, you like to play tight? You like to play loose?
I'm a tight player.
Tight player?
I've learned that through the years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's how Basil describes himself. Very tight, he says his play style is.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to get in there and splash around.
Well, it just depends on how the cards are flopping.
That is true.
You know.
So have you noticed a big difference in the poker games in the last couple of years especially?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of players really started playing tight maybe a couple of years ago, and they started loosening up recently.
Yeah.
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 So you're from Midland, Texas.
Yeah.
You live in Midland, Texas.
Yeah. Born and raised here. I left when I was 18.
Mm-hmm.
Lived on the West Coast for 35 years.
Okay. California?
Yeah.
Yep.
California, Oregon, Washington.
The whole West Coast.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Lived in Indiana for a couple of years. And went back to the West Coast because it was too fucking cold.
Indiana, yeah. I had a friend looking to move up to Indiana one time. He was on a job interview, and the guy said, get a remote start for your car because people die.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so cold.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And coming from the West Coast, I'm sure that was a shock.
Yeah, my truck, it turned overnight. It went 29 below zero. My pickup truck wouldn't start the next day.
Oh, wow.
Wouldn't start till July the next year.
29 above zero is too cold for me.
Yeah.
I can't imagine another 29 below. Oh, yikes.
We took a glass of hot water, threw it in the air outside. It all turned to ice.
Ice. Oh, man. Yeah, that's a little much. Yeah, you go back either to the desert here in Midland or you go back to the West Coast after that. Oh, goodness. What were you doing on the West Coast?
A driving truck.
Drive a truck?
Yeah.
Very cool.
I was a truck driver for 18 years, and then I retired my truck because of the fuel prices and everything got out of whack. So
Yeah, no good.
then I went to building houses and contractor.
Very cool. Very cool. A man with his hands.
Yeah.
Building stuff. And here we go. Looks like Barney.
Yeah.
Barney can't lose tonight. He's got top 2 pair here.
Yeah.
He's got the check mark already.
Yeah.
And Julio's going to lead out, it looks like. He's grabbing a couple of chips. Julio with just king high.
Yeah.
He bets. Barney snap calls. Look at that. And that's going to be the end of that hand.
Yeah.
Julio's going to turn over his king high. No good. Oh, no good.
Well, at least he laughed about it.
That's right. That's right. That's what we call stepping in it right there.
Yeah.
That is stepping in it. Oh, wait a second. Maybe we had a misread on the cards. Actually, it looks like Julio's getting the pot. Maybe he had the king of clubs. Maybe he had a flush. Barney, with top 2 pair, makes the call. Pot gets dragged right to Julio. That happens sometimes. Sometimes the card reader is not 100%.
Really?
Yeah. It looked like when he turned it over, it looked like a black king. It didn't look like the red king of diamonds.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Julio now gets the pot, and he's got the button here for the next hand.
Where's the card reader located?
These little boxes right here in front of the
it's in the
players.
box?
It's in the box.
All right.
And we were joking earlier. It's not a camera anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And before that, I think they had glass tables with a guy underneath reading
Yes,
reading the cards.
Didn't they have the camera at the rail?
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah, now we're doing RFID chips
okay.
and regular poker chips. Yeah. And here we go. Looks like we are having a little bit of trouble with our card reader here. Barney showing off a mystery hand right now. No 2 cards there. The CJ does make the call, maybe with the king 10. Mr. Whiskey, absent from his seat, does fold. We got Julio with the ace tray. Basil is suited 9-7. Whose hand do you like out of all these so far? Maybe the 10-4?
Well, if they're real hands.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point right there.
I'd probably with the 9-7, but
Yeah, that 9-7, especially after the flop, that 9-7 looks pretty good. Got the backdoor hard draw working for you.
yeah. I don't know.
Got the top pair.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How you been? No, I couldn't eat anything right now if I wanted to. It's too early. Good. Yeah. That's good. Bye-bye.
And look at this, Uncle Don here. You're really calling it. Turn card comes to 7. Basil hitting trips right there. Gets the question mark. I mean, the check mark right there.
Bets it 7.
Yeah, he's going to bet $15.
Is that it?
Yeah, he's getting a call out of Barney. Pot's now $64.
He's going to scare him off.
Julio is looking a little afraid here. Does have bottom pair with the pair of 3s. Nah, he's going to let it go.
Yeah.
And we're down to heads up. Barney with the mystery hand. We still don't know what he's got.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a 3. Julio's kicking himself. If he only knew what he avoided.
Yeah.
Basil now with the full house.
Yeah.
7's full of 3s.
He went 92, and that's it.
Yep. Bet 27 into that $64 pot. It looks like Barney makes the call. No, Barney folds. And
What did he put
Basil.
Chips out there for?
Basil's dragging the pot right there.
Yeah.
And Barney's adding on here. You can see that crispy $100 bill.
Yeah.
Getting ready to go into play. We got Basil in the chat saying poker's so sick.
Poker's so sick. Poker's sick.
Basil saying he's watching from North Korea. And giving us a shout out, telling us hello. Hey, George of the Jungle and Uncle Don. Good to have you here in the booth, by the way, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Glad to be with you.
Yeah.
This is different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little different. It's fun to watch. It's fun to analyze the play. I tell you what, my brain is tired by the end of the night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's one thing to sit at the table and play. You know, you have to analyze all your spots and make sure you got your one hand to look at.
Yeah.
You get 7, 8 hands that you got to do for a couple of hours at a time. But it is very interesting, very rewarding too. Love the chat.
Yeah.
We got Cody Blount. Can't wait for it to get juicy. Need some all-ins pre-flop. He wants to see him gamble. Oh, it is just a matter of time, Cody. It is going to be happening pretty soon. Players are playing a little tight today compared to normal.
Yeah.
And here we go. We got Alex under the gun for this hand. Looks like our card reader is cooperating this time.
Okay.
Alex calls, Brad calls, Barney folding the king 5 offsuit. Miss CJ got the queen deuce on suit. I like the queen of diamonds. If it's suited, I'm going to play it.
Yeah.
Suited queen of diamonds, I'm playing it. Even the queen deuce.
I got the 10-8, but that ace-9 got everybody dominated.
Yeah. Ace-9 pre-flop. Looks like the winning hand so far.
Yeah.
But all that changes right after those first 3 cards are dealt.
Oh, yeah. Always changes.
Always changes. We were doing some Big O last week.
Yeah.
You play Big O a lot?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What's your favorite variety of poker, actually?
Oh, God, I've played so many different games of poker. I don't know. I like just Texas Hold'em, and I've gotten away from all the other crazy stuff. You know.
It gets pretty crazy.
You know. So it just it drives me crazy. Yeah, it just drives me crazy.
Yeah, sometimes.
Too many possibilities.
Right.
Just too much thinking.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It does get like that.
Yeah.
It looks like we got a 3rd club here on the turn. Alex holding the 10 of clubs.
Don't let a 9 come.
Oh.
Look at that ace.
There's that ace right there. Locking it up for Alex. You said bink? Cody's saying he's never played here before. He's played at Celebrity, CCC, our sister club.
Yeah?
He's been meaning to make his way here. We play 7 deuce game or nit. Yeah, we do play the 7 deuce game sometimes. We don't play the nit game on stream, but I'm sure a lot of these players would be down.
I remember Basil and I went to go play at CCC's.
Uh-huh.
Went over there, and the power out went out.
Oh, no. Oh, no. That's what happens when you bring the thunder.
Yeah. We hung out to see if the power's going to come back on. No.
Never did, huh? Oh, man. You know, you can play cards without electricity, but you need the lights to see them.
Well, we've played with lanterns.
Yeah. Little gas lamp going on.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, come check us out, Cody. CCC is our sister club. We're a tiny bit bigger, and we usually have games running a little bit later as well. So come check us out. CCC is certainly a good establishment, though, when the power works.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they've moved twice since then.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah. Well, we had an issue with our power here not that long ago. I want to say maybe 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Yeah. Was scheduled to show up for work, and I said, hey, I'm going to come in, right?
Yeah.
And they said, no.
No power.
No power. They said, no. Don't worry about it. Too funny. Too funny. That's what happens here in West Texas, though. Sometimes the wind is good enough to take it out.
Yeah.
And here we go. It looks like we're getting a couple of changes to the table. No dealer change. We still got tech in the box, but maybe a battery change down below. It was Chris walking by. I was checking to see. The black pants. There he is.
There he is.
This is Chris, our technology wizard here.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to be swapping out a card. We're going to be doing some maintenance work here. I'll pull up the cameras and we'll just chat for a minute, I guess, while he's doing that. Chris has to go through and read all of the cards one by one.
Really?
Yeah, so it might take a couple of minutes here. We have a screen that we can watch to see when that ends.
Right.
But until then, I'm going to totally use the resources that I have. A legend in the studio right now. So I guess, do you have any, what is the biggest pot, I guess, you've ever played? Do you remember that right off the top of your head?
Oh.
Most people, when you ask that question, the biggest pot, they always talk about the one they've lost. That's how they remember.
I think the biggest one I ever won was 9,000 in a card room in Sacramento.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this guy was, he was really hot.
Uh-huh.
Hot, just, oh my God, he was just crazy hot.
You got to stick it to him at that point.
And I was sitting back watching him. It was on a 2-5 table. And he was just hitting everything.
Uh-huh.
Everything. So right at the end, I bought him for 1,000. And I sat back watching him, and I could just see him. He was just, I just went in, and the other guys was raise, and went in. I went all in.
And you got him.
I got a full house. Man,
Wow.
I let everybody in. I said, see you guys.
A little hit and run. It doesn't.
Hit and run again.
It doesn't get better than that.
Yep, I do that a lot.
Oh man, no shame, no shame here, no shame. And it looks like we are back in action here.
You can
Nine.
Do that. You can do that. California don't get away with it.
Oh yeah. Well, shoot, $9,000. You know, that is not bad.
Yeah.
Sacramento, a different world out there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Indian casinos now.
Uh-huh.
Just
And not the same.
no.
Not the same.
No.
Now, we got Moses Gonzalez in the chat giving us
Hey,
a.
Moses.
He's giving us a hola right here in the chat.
Ah, Moses.
Hey. We got Cody saying he's playing at the River League this weekend. Also one of our sister stations, sister clubs.
Really?
Yeah, you're going to have to come check us out here on Sunday when he makes it back.
Where's that at? River League.
River League is in San Angelo.
San Angelo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good card club.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of dealers here from San Angelo. They make the trip just a deal for the night because we've got so much action here.
That's cool.
Yeah, very, very cool.
Yeah, I got too old to be dealing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's all right. I'm getting there, too. I got enough gray hair.
They started calling me a cooler.
That's how you know you're doing it right.
Yeah.
Speaking of cooler, look at this whiskey with the kings and William with the nines.
I never win when you're dealing, Uncle Don. I need another dealer.
Dealer change.
Need another dealer.
They tell me that too. I was dealing some heat the other day. I was doing full house over full house, and I did quads over trips, quads over a set. That was pretty wacky.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like whiskey's raising it up to $12. Pretty good raise right there.
Yeah.
Williams coming along with his pocket nines.
Yeah.
You got Aaron joining the table.
That's good. That was
Queen Jack offsuit. In position, good call. We got Alex making the call with the 6 deuce offsuit. Maybe a little sketchy there. We're getting a laugh from Uncle Don. Now CG checks her option. And we've got Mr. Whiskey betting out. Flop is 8-5-4.
jeez.
That's a good flop for kings. Whiskey looks like he bets $30, $35, something like that. 45. A $45 bet. About half pot.
Yeah.
Good size bet. William now with a decision to make. No, he lets it go. Even with the overpair. That's a better fold than I would make.
Alex been listening to my CD.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Chasing them straights and flushes.
That's exactly what's going on here. Yeah, the king 10 of hearts. Let's see if he gets a heart on the turn. No, it's a diamond.
Alex folded.
Alex did fold. And it looks like it goes check on that diamond of a turn.
Yeah.
River card comes at 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8 on the flop. And CJ turns over the cards. Check on the river. Gets the bad news.
Yeah.
Losing to kings.
Yeah.
And this time it looks like the card reader is working properly. We did recalibrate it. Everything seems like it's going just fine. So I guess you played poker in Oregon as well.
No.
No. Okay. Just driving the truck up there.
Never played poker in Oregon.
Okay. What's your favorite place to play poker? Is it Texas?
Harrah's in Reno.
Harrah's in Reno. Okay.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I got to meet old man Harrah, and he gave me a gold card right away because I was a veteran.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Yeah, thank you for your service, too.
But then when he died, they got the gold card back.
Yeah, they took it back, huh? Oh, man. Harrah's the one casino in New Orleans as well.
Yeah.
Right downtown, too.
Old man Harrah was such a nice guy.
Yeah?
God dang, I couldn't pay for a meal if he was in the casino.
Ah,
just
very generous, it sounds like.
yeah.
Very generous, very kind.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
All my
smiley.
Rooms were always comped.
Oh, good.
Always. But
Yeah.
the gold card always rooms were comped.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Man. Living a life over here. Legend Uncle Don. Flop comes out King 10-7. We're 5 ways to the flop. You know what? I think William's going to get there. I think William's he's going to chase that flush draw.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think he's going to get there. Looks like he does make the call, too, so he's still in the pot. Alex with the top pair of kings here. He's going to make the call, too. Oh, he raises to 45.
Yeah.
And we've got Barney here now in the hot seat making a decision. Barney, king 10, 2-pair. Does he raise it up now? Looks like he's putting a couple of greenies together. There it is. There's the re-raise.
Yeah.
The rare 3-bet on the
All
flop.
4 of them are chasers.
Yep.
Well, 2 chasers quit.
2 chasers getting out of the way.
Yeah, yeah,
Now, I guess I'm wrong here. William folded his hand.
yeah.
He's not going to get that flush.
Alex thinks his kings are good.
I would too, honestly. Top pair, good kicker. We got Zeke in the chat showing up. He says all in. Not a bad move right there. Oh, it is a club on the turn. I told you William was going to get there with his ace-high flush draw. There it is. There's the all in from Barney here.
Yeah. He's a poker player.
Yeah, he is. A stand-up guy, too. Great sense of humor.
Yeah.
Always got a smile on his face.
How much was his all in?
His all in looks like $50, maybe $70.
Oh,
Let's see, 64. 64.
too bad he didn't have more.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a good spot, really, to cash in.
Probably could have got Alex off of it.
Jackson Thompson shooting out a, hey, guys, look at that. Look at that. There's the club on the river. The king-queen for Alex.
Yeah.
Had William stayed in, he would have made his nut flush.
Ooh.
But Alex takes the pot,
Yeah.
looking for 3 cards, and hits it right there.
Jason.
Chasing it.
Yep.
And he gets there.
Yeah.
And Barney, watch this. A stand-up guy. He's talking. He's joking. He's smiling.
Oh, yeah.
Always having a good time. We got Jackson Thompson in the chat saying, hey, guys. What's up, Jackson? We're going to have to text Basil for you. Jackson says, you can't win if you're not sitting at the table.
Yeah.
Kind of tough to do that.
Yeah, it is.
Kind of tough. And here we go. We got Barney adding on again. Looks like he's got a couple of bills there. Cool 200. Action Jackson from Arkansas. What's up, Action Jackson? Good to see you, my man. Thanks for joining us in the chat. A very special episode here. I'm going to go ahead and update the title.
Okay.
Got the mic cord in the way. Just going to proofread here for spelling. And it looks like we're good to go. Uncle Don, you have officially made it into the title of our live stream. Congratulations. I'm sure you've been waiting a long time for that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, the honor is all ours for certain. So you keep talking about a CD. You play guitar?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I picked up.
Harmonica. When I had my wind, I could play saxophone.
No way.
And that, but lost my air.
Oh, yeah. That happens.
Yeah.
That happens. I picked up the guitar maybe a couple of months ago, and now I can recognize guitar players when I see them.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at it, but it is a lot of fun. Good way to, keep the fingers going. Do you still play now?
Yeah, I try to play at least once or twice a month to just
keep it going.
I used to have a guy that we'd go over and jam every other weekend at his house. He had some other guys come in, and my next door neighbor, he's a drummer. I used to go over and he's got his drums all set.
Oh, yeah.
In a building out back.
Very cool.
Go over and jam with him with my bass guitar.
Ooh.
But
quite the musician.
yeah, but we don't.
Well, look at this. We got Basil with the jacks, Whiskey with the king queen, William with the ace king, Julio. One of these things does not look like the other.
No.
The queen 5 offsuit. I can't imagine he's going to stick around after that 4-bet to $35. Oh, and the all-in from William here, $168, flying into the middle. He's got the ace king.
Okay.
Let's see if Basil decides he wants to play.
Oh, he will.
He's thinking about it. You see him kind of sighing.
Oh, he didn't.
Wow. Tight fold.
Ooh.
Tight fold right there. Now, he's got whiskey completely dominated here. Ace-king versus king-queen. Great spot for William.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a chip count, the official count here, just to make sure everything matches up. Whiskey put to the test. King-queen offsuit. You think he's going to call? A lot of times we'll commentate and we'll guess what the player's going to do, and they do the opposite just to spite us.
Well, of course.
Yep. Hasn't made a move yet. Let's see. The cards or the chips are going into the middle. It looks like the cards going into the middle this time. William's going to pick that one up. $256 pot. Not even made it to the flop.
Yeah.
And that is heading towards William.
Damn, I'd at least call the flop.
Yeah, at least call the flop with that.
Yeah.
And there he goes. William with the ace-king. Turns it over. Shows the table. He's got the goods this time.
Yeah.
And Jackson, Action Jackson here saying it's been a little while, but he's going to have to make a trip out here to play some. And I agree. Come out here sooner than later, Jackson. Be great to see you, man. So when you're playing music, you do the heavy metal?
No.
No. What kind of style do you play?
Blues and jazz.
Blues and jazz. Yeah, saxophone, I guess, would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. My father has played drums since the 3rd grade,
Yeah.
and he plays in a jazz band with a bunch of buddies. Yeah. Taught me a little something. I can do a little razzmatazz on the snare drum. And here we go. We're on to hand number 11. Lucky number 11. Julio, within arm's reach of his cards, does make it back in time. He's going to check out the ace-5 and think, I could have spent a couple of seconds up. Oh, he calls instead. Oh, Aaron with the ace-5 offsuit as well. Cody giving a shout-out to Basil, saying he's a smart man for folding the gross pocket jacks.
Gross pocket jacks.
You ain't lying, Cody. Those are hard to play. Probably the hardest hand to play in Hold'em.
Well,
It's so good that it'll get you in trouble.
there's only 2 ways. Either bet them big or fold them.
Or fold them. There you go. That's the wisdom right there. That is absolutely true. And yeah, Basil played it correctly then. He did fold them.
Yeah.
And we've got the flop here, 8-7 deuce. Barney making a pair of 7s. Brad up and down. Got a 6 in CJ's hand. Cody saying, worst damn hand. I'd rather play 9 deuce. And look at this, especially on this board, huh? 9 deuce making 2 pair. Pretty good. Brad makes his pair of 9s. Top pair, 63% equity for Brad. Do you know Brad?
Let me see.
Hot dog man. He's in the Hawaiian
yeah,
shirt.
I know Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, Charlie usually joins me here in the booth.
Does he?
Yeah, and he cannot stop talking about those hot dogs that
Oh,
Brad
really?
used to sell. Yeah. Loves the hot dogs.
Yeah.
He's told me he's tried to buy the recipe from Brad 1,000 times over. Brad's not selling. Nothing you can do there. Looks like CJ dragging her first pot. Here we go. Love it. Out of the small blind, no less. $57 pot headed her way. And we're moving on to hand number 12. We got poker legend, West Coast legend, Texas legend, Uncle Don in the studio here today. This is probably the most exciting live stream I've ever done. I don't know about
really?
you. Yeah,
Oh.
this is excellent. This is excellent. You know what? We've had a lot of good times with Charlie as well. We've done a couple of food-related challenges.
Food related.
Yeah. These jelly beans right here, half of them taste good and half of them taste awful.
Oh, yeah.
So we got the liver and onions, the old bandage flavor.
Yeah.
No good.
Yeah.
So we ate a good couple of those one time.
Yeah.
That was gross. We ate a real spicy chip one time. That was scary. Looks like Williams got the ace-jack suited here. Also one of those tricky hands to play.
Oh, yeah, but it's suited.
It's suited. 25% equity pre-flop. Alex actually with the queen 9 suited has a little more equity, and he's going to come along for the ride too.
Yeah.
$18 to play. CJ says that is too rich for that ace 8 off. And we're going 4 ways to the flop. $88 in the middle this time. Already building a fairly decent pot this time. Oh, there's the ace 4 queen. Alex makes a pair of queens. Got the backdoor flush draw working for him. Pair of aces for William, but no spades. That rainbow board doesn't exactly instill fear into anybody. There you go. You see William betting out first position.
Yeah.
And we got a couple of fidget spinners on the table here. Alex got that little spinner.
That's what I just brought in.
Oh, yeah?
Basil just sold those around.
Okay. Yeah, Basil is a good a marketing person for that. He uses his a lot.
I gave him one for his birthday or Christmas. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that one that he spent.
That's the one.
It's his silver one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, he brings it in every single day, and he spins it up as much as he can.
Oh, yeah.
And look at this, William betting out into Alex, who's made the flush. $30 into a pot of 148. And then Alex looks like he's raising it up, $70.
Wow.
Oh, I really thought he priced William into a call, but it looks like William getting out of the way makes the right fold. Alex takes the pot, but William... Oh, he does make the call.
Ah.
Yeah, I thought
Okay.
that's a good price.
Okay.
That price just begging for a call. And it looks like William obliges.
Yeah.
Alex making max value here with his flush. The second nut flush.
Yeah.
Hey, what'd I tell you?
Yeah.
You know, you make the rainbow board. You commentate. You say, oh, yeah, don't worry about it. It's a rainbow board. And sure enough, Alex makes the flush.
Yeah.
Basil saying it's spinner luck.
Spinner luck.
That's exactly what that is.
Yeah.
And Basil saying he's also got a love-hate relationship with this game. I don't blame you. I think a lot of people do. A lot of ups and downs in poker. Now we're moving on to hand number 13. Lucky number 13. You got any lucky numbers?
This is only the 13th, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're moving on. We're moving kind of slow. The live stream does slow things down a little bit. You know, the players have to read their cards on the sensor. You see our dealer Tech here. He's got a headset on, so he's communicating with Chris, our IT wizard.
Okay.
And so that'll take a little extra time, too.
Yeah.
Were you going to be playing tonight?
Not here.
Not here.
No.
No,
Got
playing.
another game to go to.
I got you. I got you.
Prior commitment.
Uh-huh. He's a busy man.
Yeah.
We got Basil looking down at the Queen 10 suited. Basil's favorite hand is the Jack 10. So this one technically a little bit better. And Zeke asking if there's a seat open. Yeah, there is a seat open. We got one right now at the game, at the live stream game.
Yeah.
But we do have another table running in the background. Actually, we may have 2 tables going on in our main room. Got Uncle Don joining us. So this prior commitment of yours,
Yeah.
I don't know how much you can say about it, but are you going to be playing with some of the tip top, some of the high level poker players? It's a secret game with movie stars and stuff in it.
No. It's a popular game. Some of these guys come out there.
Okay. Okay. Very cool.
Basil comes. Alex comes. Brad come.
Okay. Yeah.
He kind of quit coming because he says, guys, never wins.
Oh, that'll happen. That'll happen.
Why go play where you never win?
Right. 100%. That's kind of like you're saying with the dealer. Yeah. Get a dealer change. I never win with you. Well, speaking of, Brad actually up and down here. He's got ace 5, 3-6-4 on the flop.
Yeah.
Julio with top pair, 9 kicker. Aaron also up and down with a pair of 4s as well. And we're going 3 ways to the turn. There's another 3. Pair on the board. No help to anyone, really. Maybe Julio.
Damn, Alex is doing good on the win side.
Alex is doing very good.
Basil's hanging in there. Brad's just playing tight.
That's right. Tight is right. That's what I'm told. I can never follow that advice.
Well,
And it looks like we get a call. We're off to the river. 10 of spades gives Julio the check mark with his pair of sixes. Is best. Throws out a bet of, I don't even know how much. Just shoves a couple of chips in the middle. Turns out to be 45, and that's $45 too much for Aaron to call.
yeah.
And we are moving on just like that, fast as lightning, spinning around the table, just like one of those fidget spinners.
Yeah.
They got a nice weight to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good, solid
I
construction.
bought one. Next thing I know, everybody wanted one. Christmas came around. I gave them out for Christmas presents.
Uh-huh. That's what happens.
Well, where's mine? I said, I don't know you. Though.
I don't know you.
I'm not your friend. Yeah, you're my friend, but I don't know you that well.
Great answer. Yeah, we're friends. We just don't know each other. There's nothing wrong with that.
We don't know each other that well. I mean, I've known Basil for 13 years.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Basil, one of our ambassadors here for KoJack's.
Yeah.
He seems like he knows everybody, I feel like. He walks
Oh.
into anywhere
Yeah.
and people know him.
And I know everybody.
Yep, I believe that. Yep, especially between the two of you. You got the West Coast locked up.
Yeah, we used to travel to go all the games every night.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You get into any danger, can I ask you?
Well,
Was it dangerous?
I didn't care. I like excitement.
Okay, that's the best answer I think I've heard for any question.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the stories that old Doyle Brunson was telling, he used to ride around with shotguns and stuff just in case, you know.
Yeah.
It made me feel like I was born in the wrong time. I like excitement too.
Oh, I've gone to places in Odessa that I packed, but
Uh-huh.
I quit packing in Midland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like everybody is,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, not that I haven't had to confront a few people, but it's always worked out.
Good. Yeah.
You know?
That's
They took the hint real quick. Things calmed down.
sounds like the hint is not always subtle.
No.
Sounds like you're pretty upfront about it sometimes. I love that. And we got Alex with the flush draw here. Basil with 2 pair. I'm taking the flush draw again. I think Alex is going to get there.
You take the flag. You think?
That is unless we get the 9 of diamonds out here. And Basil raising it up. Alex betting $12. William making the call. Basil raising to 47.
Damn.
Alex makes the call there. William probably going to get F out of there. And there he goes. He's folding his cards. We got Cody in the chat asking if we've got mics on the players. Yeah, we got a couple of things in the works. We haven't installed the mics quite yet, but it would be interesting to hear the table
What
talk.
you gonna do, Basil?
There we go. A deuce.
What
A deuce of spades on the turn. Absolute blank.
are you doing, Basil?
He's throwing out chips, and all of them by the looks of it.
Yep.
What is that, 52?
Mm-hmm.
That's my guess. 55 is the unofficial count. Dealer stacking up the chips to confirm. Yeah, 55.
Yeah.
Absolute count.
Bam.
Bam, there it is. Basil keeps his 2 pair good.
He's all in.
He's all in
He knew
and
that.
loving it.
He knew Alex was chasing a diamond. He was.
That's right. Alex did not get there. Covering up his face, though. Really not giving too much away. Hadn't made the decision quite yet. The suspense is building right now.
I wish I could hear what Basil's saying. Right
Oh, yeah. Well, I can hear Alex's inner monologue. What am I doing? How did I get here? I got king high.
Why did I call him?
Why did I call?
Look at Basil.
Yeah.
Look at Basil.
A couple of needles at the table. I'm sure of it. Ah, man. Hand number 13. Lucky number 13 for Basil. Stacking chips. Going to be stacking chips for a little while, it looks like.
Yeah.
He's got a good bit. Let's check out those stack sizes, shall we? We got Basil in seat number 1. Looks like maybe the chip leader. Nope, not even close. 340 chips in Basil's stack. Alex is still the chip leader, even after that pot at 407. We got Julio in seat 9 in between. And that's your top 3 right there. Now we're moving on already. Alex under the gun. Hand number 15. 3 deuce. He's going to make the call. You play the 3 deuce? No. Especially not out of position like that, it sounds like. You know what we call that? The dirty diaper. We call that one the dirty diaper. It's a number 2 and a number 3, all wrapped in one. Now, it looks like we got a lot of players sticking around for the flop until Julio bets 10-8 offsuit on the button. He's raising it up. Oh, William raised it up. That makes more sense. He's got the pocket 7s. And that's going to thin the field a little bit. Not good enough to get Barney's ace-8 offsuit out of there, though. And CJ sticking around with Basil's favorite hand, the Jack-10.
And Julio sitting there with that 10-8. I don't know if he realizes it's only a 6%er.
Yeah, that's what we call not good.
Yeah, good.
That is not good. Flop is king, 4 deuce, 2 diamonds. Brad with the diamond draw. Not a high diamond draw. No set for William. He's going to check it. And Julio with the 10-8 does not make a pair. Now less than 1%.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Minus.
He's minus. And there's the diamond on the turn right there. Brad with the flush. And he's going to lead out here. Taking the momentum, steering the ship his way. Barney with the ace of diamonds, though.
Brad playing so tight. They're not tacos, Brad.
No salsa on these chips.
No.
And we get the 7 there. Ooh, bad news for William, who does river a set.
Yeah.
Brad with the flush has the check mark. Barney did not make his ace-high flush. Brad's going to lead out. Chips and salsa, $50. Barney thinking about it. No check. No good. He folds. Now it's on William. Set of 7s. Non-paired board. Really thinking it over here.
Yeah.
Tough spot.
He wants to call so bad.
He wants to call.
Oh, yeah.
Like you said, Brad's been playing tight.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like he's going to pay it off. He sure does.
Mm-hmm.
Pays it off with 1 green chip. Going to have to throw another in the middle. And he folds face down. And there goes the pot. Right there to Mr. Brad.
Yeah.
Hot dog man, taco man. Now the chip man.
Stacking them tacos.
Stacking them tacos. And Brad now 3rd place in chips, 362 in his stack. William, unfortunately, now down at the bottom, 109 after paying off that $50 river bet. Aaron at 112 needs a little bit of help. But all it takes is 1 double up.
No.
That's it. 1 double up will get you there. And here we go. Barney now with the 7s. He's going to smooth call, just $7. He does raise. Whiskey with the pocket jacks. What did we call him earlier? The gross pocket jacks. Now, William with the pocket fours. A lot of pocket pairs in this hand.
Yeah.
Basil with the 10-9. Aaron with the ace-9.
Yeah, Basil fold because he's out of position.
A good fold. Yeah, position is everything. And here we are, off to a flop 4 ways. All clubs. How do you like that?
Got it.
Aaron's got it almost locked up right there. No set for any of these players. Aaron out of position. Just checks it over.
You're going to chase it, though. As long as you don't bet too high.
He may have done just that. Looks like Whiskey throwing out a big bet, $100. What do you think the chances are of Aaron going all in here?
Oh, I would have played him a little bit longer.
No, he's only got maybe, what is that?
Have $100?
He's got
Probably just barely.
barely, yeah, it looks like.
Yeah.
Maybe $2 extra or something on top.
Yeah.
Getting the official count Noah in the box now, one of my favorite dealers. Call him No Limit Noah.
He was all in 113.
Yeah, $13 extra. Whiskey priced in to make that call. Looking for running cards here. Needs a jack
Yeah.
and a board pairing card or another jack.
Turn it over, boy.
Turn it over, he says.
Yeah.
There it is. And the turn is a 6. Does pair the board. Whiskey's got hope. Oh, and the king on the river seals it for Aaron.
Yeah.
And that'll do it. $328 pot going right on over to Aaron in seat number 3.
Wasn't even scary, was it?
No. No sweat at all.
No problem.
Oh, man. Yeah, a lot of chips starting to fly around here. We're getting into the meaty part of the game.
yeah.
We've been going for just about an hour now, so things are starting to heat up, getting spicy.
Yeah. I'm going to take off, man.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming in, my friend.
This with me.
Yes, sir. And we got another one here if you want. You are more than welcome to come back anytime, Uncle
Might
Don.
come by tomorrow.
All right. Come by. We're going to be doing our high roller tournament. We got some cash games all the time.
What tournament?
The high roller, no limit hold'em tournament.
Oh, yeah.
$20,000 guarantee.
Oh, good.
Well, Uncle Don, the absolute legend, I appreciate you joining us, sir.
No problem.
You are the man.
Yeah, I'll come by and join you sometime later in the future.
Yes, sir. I look forward to it. I look forward to it. An absolute legend. We've got a standing ovation, everybody. The crowd is going wild right now. Good to meet you. Good to meet you. You too, my friend. Wow, I am starstruck for the first time in what feels like forever. That was amazing. Uncle Don, cool as a cucumber, in a very hot room. The AC is just seems like it is not working right now. But Uncle Don providing some great commentary, some great stories. Thanks again for coming by. That was really cool. And then we're right into it. Basil with the set of 6s. Whiskey with the pocket queens is going to go all in, raising Basil's $25 here. And it looks like he's thrown out a bet right under $100. 69, okay, right under $70. Basil likes to play the Jack 10. He also likes the number 69, so you know he's going to call. He probably would raise if he could. And there's a Jack of diamonds on the river. Boom pow. Basil adding chips to his stack just like that. Boom. I think Basil now the chip leader. $451 in his stack. Alex, $383. Julio 367 and Brad 360. So we're starting to see those chip stacks climbing. I got a feeling William is going to be, oh, there it is. As I was saying it, I had a feeling William was going to add on. And sure enough, there it is. We got Moses in the chat. LFG, Basil Subia, Leva. LFG. Let's go, everybody. Chip leader Basil. What a time to be alive. I'm still reeling from that guest, Uncle Don here. Made it into the title here of our KoJack's live stream. What an absolute legend and a cool guy. Have to pick up a couple copies of his CD. See if I can learn a couple of those drum beats. And Moses saying, you lucky I ain't there. Shots fired at Basil. That's how you do that. And we've got another, looks like multi-way pot building right here. Barney going to throw out a raise of $17 with his king-queen offsuit. Julio coming along 5-4 offsuit, playing from the +3 position. Hey, if it's good enough for $2, it's good enough for 17. Aaron thinking the same thing with the old J6. And there's that flop. Queen 8-6. Aaron making a pair of sixes. Julio making a gutter ball. Barney, though, with top pair, great kicker. Going to throw out a $10 bet. Get a couple of callers. And off to the turn. That turn brings the 7. Julio gets there. He makes his straight, but it is the bottom end of the straight. Barney throwing out a big bet, seemingly undeterred by the 7. Julio also, obviously, undeterred. He does have a straight at this point. Got the check mark. Barney is drawing dead. And there's a king. More bad news for Barney. He improves to top 2 and throws the rest of his chips in the middle. Or, sorry, he's got 3 behind. $3 behind. Might as well be an all-in. 45 is the bet. Julio counting out $45. Throws in the call. And shows his straight. He drags that pot. $275 in the middle. Now going to seat number 9. Just like that. And we are moving on. We're actually going a pretty high clip right now, pretty high pace. Starting to roll through some of these hands. Took us about an hour to get to hand number 18. But it'll take us about another 30 seconds to get to hand number 19. Love that. Just got a new phone yesterday, everybody. Got a new phone. I went with the Samsung. It was delivered. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It is weird, though. Changed over my service yesterday. And now when I get a phone call, both phones ring. Side effect of changing it over. That is pretty unusual, especially when people call you at 2 in the morning. Feels like an alarm is going off in my house. But enough phone talk. Let's talk poker here. We got a couple of pocket pairs. Basil with the pocket 7s. Whiskey with the pocket 3s. Whiskey raising it up. Basil looks like he's making the call. $7. CJ with the house hand has to come along here. Calling $19. Basil now pocket 7s. 4-4-4 in his stack. He's going to have to call the extra $14. That was raised by Alex with his pocket 10s. A lot of big hands on this one. As a poker player, this is what you wait for. It's not about you getting the big hand. It's about you getting a better big hand than another player's big hand. And this time, we got 4 players, potentially, all with big hands of their own. Look at this. CJ flops a gutter ball to Broadway. Alex holding 2 of the 10s that she needs. He does have the best hand at this point. Looks like it's going to go check, 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 check. There's an 8 of diamonds on the turn. CJ checking it. That is no help to her. Basil checking it. Still another overcard to his pair of 7s. Alex throws out a bet. Maybe a little feeler bet. $21. A repeat of the flop bet. Doesn't scare off CJ. Whiskey getting out of there with his pocket 3s. Basil now put to the test. A lot of overcards to his pocket 7s. Got the 2 diamonds on board. Alex not c-betting on the flop, but c-betting on the turn. And Basil's going to let it go there. Not strong enough to make the call. Oh, man, and there's a 3. Whiskey with a pocket 3 is going to kick himself as soon as he sees those cards come over. It is a 3 of diamonds, so he's not kicking himself just yet. Alex playing this kind of like a flush draw. Does bet on the river. Does take it down. And you see Whiskey making a gesture. I wonder if that's him thinking, I wonder if I was good there. It is possible. Bottom set sometimes is good. And here we go. This is hand number 20, I believe. We just saw hand number 19. We got hand number 20 coming up. William with the 9-6 under the gun. He lets it go. Not a great hand, but is one of my favorite hands. Tough to play out of position. Julio now with the pocket 4s. Basil with the 8-4, and Aaron's got the house hand. The old KoJack right there. Alex with Charlie's hand. Hey, I'm not going to tell him you folded that. Charlie always plays the 5-3, calls it the best hand in poker. Aaron coming along. He likes the 6-4, but this one a little better than the 6-4. Oh, man. Julio flopping a set right here. Basil flopping middle pair. That is the case 4 on the flop. Aaron leading out with his overcards. That'll get CJ out of the way. Julio throwing out a calling chip right there. Basil now with the decision. Chase the flush draw. Hold on to the pair of 4s. Or get out of the way. Big bet. $50. Pot size bet. Now he does fold. There's a deuce on the turn, giving Julio the full house and the check mark. 4s full of 2s. Aaron going to keep up the pressure. Julio checks and lets Aaron bet it to the tune of $100 this time. Julio Hollywood. He says all in. Throws out no chips. We're getting a count. Looks like about $300. $300 plus. $326. Is that what I'm reading? Might be about $326. Somewhere around there. $431. I was way off. But a snap call from Aaron. 2 overcards and a dream. Aaron Great table presence. Fantastic sportsmanship. And he is drawing dead. And the 8 of diamonds on the river, not going to be any help to Julio. Julio turns over the full house. And that's the end of that. The biggest pot of the night right here. You got to put the claps and the womp womps and the air horn. Julio taking the biggest pot of the night, putting it right in his stack. And now we've got a new chip leader here, everybody. Julio looking like he wants to be the first player to make it up to 1,000. He's at the top of the leaderboard. Approximately double second place. Alex is 466 right there. Basil at 415. Brad at 358. Aaron at 200. Adding on to the max. Barney just shy of that cap at 199. Whiskey at 177. And William and CJ both below $100 for now. One double up is all it takes. It's only a matter of time before we see all those chips going right in the middle once again. Aaron holding the ace jack here. Basil with the 9-8. He's got the 9-8 of diamonds. Barney with the ace-10 up against Aaron's ace-jack, but Barney has one advantage called clubs. He is suited on this hand. Julio calling the $2. Let's see if he calls Aaron's raise. Trying to make it 2 in a row. Action on William with the 10-7 offsuit. Can't imagine he's going to be sticking around. And looks like Julio calling just slightly out of turn. Now making the call in turn. And Basil making the call with a couple of red chips, couple of white chips. Got 3 color chips in play. White ones for $1. Red ones for $5. Greenies for $25. Flop comes ace high. Aaron and Barney could chop this pot. Aaron ahead right now. Aaron's going to bet $15, keeping up the aggression. He's betting the best hand. Barney makes the call. Julio has got the deuce 5. Couple of backdoor outs here. Backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw. Hey, could go runner for trips. Nobody would see that coming. There's the 3. Julio improves. He's got a straight draw now, looking for the wheel. And the jack of clubs comes on the turn, locking it up for Barney, making his flush. Aaron throwing out a bet here. $30. He does have 3 pair. Pair of aces, pair of jacks, pair of queens. Of course, only the aces and queens will play with that jack kicker. Barney checking to make sure he's got the nut flush. Throwing out a good-sized bet, $90 right there. The old standard 3x raise. And there you go. You see Uncle Don making his rounds. Fantastic gentleman. What a presence. Look at that hat, too. Now, it looks like Aaron makes the call. Can't stop calling. Can't stop, won't stop. Now, he's pulling out a couple of bills right there, adding on. Alex, a true sportsman, hands him 100 in reds just without even asking. Here you go, buddy. And Alex will take the greens in exchange. We got to hand number 22 already. Time sure flies when you're having fun. Thanks for checking us out here. A very special live stream for Charlie's game. I like to call it Charlie's game because it rhymes with Molly's game. With Uncle Don here in the studio, sharing some life experiences, sharing some hand analysis with us. Come back anytime, Uncle Don. You are more than welcome. Had a golden card to Harrah's. Always nice when that happens. And Basil looking down at the Jack 4 under the gun. Aaron with the Ace Quisha added on just in time. Now has a full $200 stack. Just makes the call here. A very smooth call. Let's see if he wants to limp re-raise. Barney with the 10-7 limping along with CJ, Queen 8 offsuit, limping, Whiskey getting out of the way. William calls the $1 with Charlie's favorite hand, getting a discount, and Julio will check his option in the big blind. Aaron, the runaway favorite. Until that flop comes, 9-8 Trey. Alex now with the pair of nines. The best hand so far. William does have his pair of threes. Charlie's hand not quite dead just yet. CJ with the Queen 8, middle pair. And it's Barney who bets the 10-7. He's up and down. And he's got that backdoor spade draw working for him. Not as good as Basil's jack high flush draw. But Basil, no pair to go along with it. No straight draw to go along with it. Basil gets out of the way. The field has thinned ever so slightly. We're still 6 ways to the turn. That's what you get in West Texas. A king of clubs right there. Defeats Barney's flush possibilities, but he is still up and down for that straight draw. No help to Aaron, that king. Aaron's going to check his option. Alex betting out with his now second pair. Barney coming along for the ride, looking for that straight. Julio's jack 3. A loose call, but he's made it work in the past. Let's see if he can turn that 5% into a check mark here on the river. It's a 7 of diamonds. Alex's pair of nines actually still best. And it looks like it checks around. Alex with the pair of nines does get the check mark. And he's going to be going off with a $152 pot right there. Got a couple of big things coming up for the end of the week and the weekend. We've got our high roller tournament tomorrow. High roller tournament. $1,100 will get you a seat. I believe it's a rebuy tournament, so you can just keep rebuying. $20,000 guaranteed. A big guarantee for that tournament. And it will be no limit hold'em. We did our Big O tournament last week to great success. Had a lot of players playing that. And it looks like we got a dealer change going on here. Lauren coming in. One of my favorite dealers. And she will be no doubtedly dealing some heat here. Yeah, we got our high roller tournament tomorrow. We've got our bounty tournament on Saturday. But Sunday is the day. Sunday, we've got our zero entry, $10,000, basically free roll. It is somewhat invite only. We had a couple of qualifiers. We were running qualifiers every Sunday for the month of August. We actually had one in September as well. And if you made it to the top 20% of players in those qualifiers, then you get to play that zero entry tournament come by. We got your name on a list. All you have to do is check in, chip up, and win. $10,000 guarantee. Prize pool could potentially go over that. I'm not exactly sure if we have or not, but because it's a zero entry tournament, all of the prize money has been locked up already. Couple of different clubs all feeding players into that tournament. I'll be working on Sunday. I'll be here. I believe I'm dealing in it. We might get to do a live final table. I'll have to see how that shakes up. 1 p.m. is when that starts. Yeah, it looks like we got the live sticker right there on our calendar. So I am more than happy to jump into that. More than happy to sit here in this hot booth. Maybe Uncle Don will join us again. Seemed like he had a good enough time. And Basil with Charlie's hand, the 5-3, does flop a pair, but Aaron is the one who makes the wheel with the 5-deuce. Arguably a slightly worse hand, though in this case, gets the check mark. Aaron's going to bet $15, keeping the aggression strong. Has made a couple of bluffs very recently. Let's see if those will entice the players to pay him off. Barney folds, Julio folds. Basil, only a pair of threes. He's going to fold too. And Aaron wins a small pot, $23, but he wins nonetheless. And we're moving on. Hand number 23. We're starting to wrap up our stream here. Couple hands left. Maybe about another 20 minutes or so. It's been a fun Thursday. I hope everybody's been having as good a day as we have had here at KoJack's. We got a $5 on the button table running right now. We might even have 2 tables running right now. Check us out on Poker Atlas if you haven't done so already. Download that app, make a username, and we'll put it in your alias field on our system. Oh, CJ with the ladies, pocket queens, raising it up to $20. But look at this. Julio with the aces and the smooth call on the button. Aaron makes the call with the 9-7 suited. Barney gets out of the way, and we're 3 ways to the flop. $65 in the middle. 9-8-6. Aaron flops top pair and a gutter ball. Let's see if he can crack these other 2 premium pocket pairs. He's going to lead. Not the weakest lead with the pre-flop action. Could be up against a couple of Broadway cards, some unpaired hands. $65 maybe? Oh, $30 is the bet. CJ raises it up to $60, and Julio raises it up a little further. $125 is the bet there. Aaron feels like he's got no options. He's going to shove the rest of his chips. Doesn't have a whole lot behind, so he is going to put all of his stack in there. Lauren getting a count. CJ's got to be wondering, what the heck? I had a pretty good raise right there, showing off a lot of strength. Gets a raise behind and a caller behind. But she's going to go all in here. 136 was Aaron's bet. CJ throwing the rest of her chips in the middle as well. Now Julio put to the test. And he's got to be wondering, what the heck could these people have? Throws out a red calling chip right there. And for $11 more, He's along for the turn in the river. Julio taking a sip of that Sprite. He's got the best hand right now, and he feels it. Lauren making the pots right. And we'll be off to this turn and river. CJ all in for slightly less. 2 pots going on here. A jack of hearts on the turn and a 5 of spades. Aaron actually gets there. Cracks Julio's aces and cracks CJ's queens. Aaron catching up. And he will win both the main pot and the side pot out of this. 466 headed towards Aaron. You see him celebrating, saying a couple of jokes. CJ, a good sport about it. She's laughing as well. And we do have a couple of games running in the back. See what the old Poker Atlas says here in real time. Oh, you know what? New phone. I haven't even downloaded Poker Atlas. Okay, we'll have to do that. We'll check on it here in a minute. One of the few apps that slipped through the cracks. But we do have a couple of games running. I know we have at least one 5 on the button game, and we have at least one seat open at our 1-2 game. Even though the live stream will be wrapping up shortly, this game runs for a good couple of hours afterwards. And things are really heating up. These stacks just continue to grow. Our chip leader, though, still Julio. Even after losing that pot, his aces got cracked down to 706. But I believe he's only bought in for 200, so 3.5x what his buy was. Alex not that far behind, 588. Aaron 466 after winning that pot. Basil up to 395. Brad 356. And Barney, lucky number 3s right there. Whiskey and William down below the $200 cap. But again, all it takes is one double up, and you are there. Barney with a 5-6 offsuit. Basil with the ace-6 in position. The ace-6 of hearts. Couple of aces already out of the deck. And here we go. Flop all clubs. 5-4 deuce. Aaron making the pair of 4s. Barney drawing to the high end of the straight, as is Basil. And Basil also holding the ace for the low end of the straight. He would have a 6-card straight if he were to find that 3 on the turn. Nobody holding clubs. Very interesting. We do have actually 2 tables of 5 on the button running right now. We've got a table of 1-2, this live game that we've got going right now. A queen of clubs on the turn. Let's see if there's a fifth club on the river. No, it's a 3. Basil actually does make his 6 high straight. A 6-card straight, too, no less. Aaron's going to bet 25. Basil's going to make the call. He's got the check mark already. And that's the end of that. Basil dragging another pot. $157 headed his way. 102 is profit. And that'll put Basil a little higher up above. Hey, there's Zeke showing up. Right towards the end of the stream. Barney with the king-queen offsuit under the gun here. Let's see if he wants to raise it up or make the smooth call. He's grabbing raisin chips. $12 is the bet right there. Juan gets out of the way. Whiskey makes a call. He's got the ace-6. Basil looking at pocket 5 is going to make a $12 call right there. And there we go. 4 ways to the flop. $50 in the pot. And that flop looks like it's got a 10 on it of clubs. A face card in the middle. Or maybe it's a 3. No, it's a 4. 10, 7, 4. 2 hearts, 1 club. Nobody holding hearts. Barney's got 1, Whiskey's got 1, and Basil has 1, but nobody really working for the flush draw as of yet. Checks around. 10 of spades on the turn. Pairs the board. Basil might be feeling a little better about his pocket 5s. Tough to feel good, though, when almost all of the cards are overcards. Oh, and there's the third 10. Basil gets the check mark. 10's full. And it does check around. Basil going to drag that pot as well. Look at this. Pocket 5s. Stack total now 555 after winning that $80 pot. It was meant to be. And if only it was hand number 5 or 55. Some multiple thereof. Actually, it was hand number 26. It was almost hand number 25, which is 5 times 5. Well, we've got a good couple of things going on here at KoJack's. Couple of tables. Going to start dealing here soon. Come out and say hey. Had Uncle Don, absolute legend here in the studio, gracing us with his presence and obliging us for an interview. Giving us a little commentary, telling us some stories, having a good time with us. Thanks again, Uncle Don, for stopping by. You are welcome anytime. Oh, and there's maybe the first turned over card in the past week, I believe. It is a face card. Queen of spades, maybe? Unfortunate. Hey, it happens. It happens to everybody, but it never feels good when you turn over a face card at a player. Juan looking down at the king-queen offsuit. Whiskey with the ace-9 suited. Julio with the pocket 10s. Alex got the queen-jack. No KoJack right now. Barney with the 9 deuce. Actually makes the call here. Getting the big blind discount. And Lauren peeling off some cards there. It does look like an ace right there on the left. giving Whiskey top pair. Looks like an ace of clubs. Ace 8 tray. Whiskey, the runaway favorite here on this hand, 81%. He's going to bet $60. Julio is going to call immediately with his pocket tens, kind of middle pair right there. Alex getting out of there. Barney leaving his hand behind. Juan, newcomer to the table, thinking about it. And there's a 4 of diamonds offsuit on the turn. No help to Julio. Whiskey going to shove all in, it looks like, for his remaining 87 thereabouts chips, 89. And Julio faced with a decision. Pocket tens, not a bad hand, just not the best board for that hand. And he's going to fold. Whiskey dragging a pot up to 285 in his stack now. A throw and a catch. And we are going to be wrapping up here. A couple more hands. About 5 or 10 more minutes here on this stream. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. Thanks for checking us out. Thanks for playing here at KoJack's. We do these live streams for you, the people. I love watching poker. Love commentating on poker. Love playing poker. And I'm sure if you're watching, you feel the same way. So it's good to have you on board. Thanks again for watching. Shout out to Toledo Tony. Shout out to Action Jackson. Shout out to Moses and Cody and Zeke, who is playing now at the table. And a shout out, huge shout out to Uncle Don for stopping in. Absolute legend of the game. And it looks like we're going to be moving on here very shortly, but we do have our tournament on Friday. We've got our tournament on Saturday, and we've got the $10,000 zero entry tournament on Sunday. High roller tomorrow. Bounty tournament Saturday. Sunday, the $10,000 almost free roll. Flop comes King, Jack, Deuce. We are 8 ways to the flop. Another deuce on the turn. A blankety blank right there. Whiskey does improve to a flush draw. That paired board, not likely to see a whole lot stopping you from thinking your flush is best. Not a whole lot of players holding King Deuce or Jack Deuce. Pocket Kings or Pocket Jacks, the way the action has gone so far. Barney working for a flush draw as well. So battle of the flushes right here. Ooh, 9 of spades bricks both of them out. Gives Julio the check mark with his pocket kings, or pair of kings rather. And we've got our second guest here in the studio. Mr. Chris the Wizard showing up. What's going on, Chris?
Oh, same as ever.
Oh, yeah.
Making sure this thing goes and trying to make it as smooth as possible.
That's the way. That's what we've both been working on here. We installed a new hard drive. Well, not a hard drive. It is a NVMe main drive. Oh, what do you call that? Boot drive?
I mean, it's a storage.
Storage.
You could call it a drive. SSD, solid state.
There you go. That's what you do.
But it's screaming fast. So that's gonna be I think a big boost to at least our prep times.
That's true.
When we're getting ready to do these things, so that'll be good.
Always on the up and up here at KoJack's, making changes, making moves, making improvements. Had a couple of people asking about microphones on the players. I don't know. We may have to see what we can do about that, huh?
There could be some things in the works
There
actually.
there could be some things.
It could happen at some point in the not too distant future.
Hey, yeah, like I said, we're always making moves. We're always changing things up, trying new things. And that might be the next thing we try. I don't know. I don't want to speak too soon.
It's definitely on the list of things that we want to do, and it's just a matter getting around and making it happen.
Yeah, that's true. This is a busy business that we have here. At least 1,000 things going on at any one given time.
Absolutely.
And look at this. Zeke with the house hand shows up just in time to pick up King Jack of Hearts. Alex with the 6-4 suited. Barney with the Queen 9 of Hearts. Could be a little trouble there. Whiskey with the A-tray. One of my favorite hands to name. The A-tray. K-tray also. Good hands to talk about.
There you go.
Not necessarily to play.
Sometimes if you're feeling it.
Sometimes, you might feel a little bit lucky.
I mean, I like that 5 deuce, and so I'm not going to blame anybody for playing an ace tray.
That's true. Flop comes out all Broadway cards here. King, Queen, 10. 2 diamonds. Now Barney making a pair of queens. Zeke looking for an ace for Broadway. 2-handed $30 bet. Love that. A little strength right there.
Absolutely. So one of the things that I noticed today while I was tracking the action is the play today seems to be a little bit slower than normal.
Yep, agreed.
Not that there's not as much action.
Sure.
Just that maybe the players are a little more thoughtful before they put their money in.
You know what? I noticed the same thing as well. And there's the 9. Zeke hits this straight.
It also gives Barney 2 pair, and it's going to be tough to get away from 2 pair.
Yeah.
I mean, you know that any jack beats you, but he's got to have the jack.
Well, looking at these 2 hands, Barney's going to get in trouble to Zeke. You're just not sure how.
Well, Barney's played with Zeke too.
That's true.
So he may understand what a good size bet here, a half size pot bet here means.
Yeah, Barney really thinking it over. You're right. A lot of thoughtful play here today. And that'll do it. Zeke, half pot size bet, takes it down. $159 headed his way.
Yeah, I think Barney knows Zeke pretty well, and if he didn't have the jack there, I don't think Barney would have thought that he would have made that bet. Zeke tends to play sometimes kind of face up almost.
Sure. Sometimes you have to.
He also has some trick you in him. So
some trick you.
yeah.
I like that. That sounds like a fruit punch flavored drink.
Yep.
Trick you.
Little trick you.
Well, this looks like the last hand, I believe. It looks like we've had a successful stream today. Thanks in no small part to Mr. Chris right here. Mr. Chris Guy with 2 N's. Mr. Chris Gwynn.
That is me. I'm a guy with 2 ends.
And Zeke looking down at pocket jacks on the last hand. Winning the last pot wasn't enough. He's got to get a big pocket pair for this next one.
So I did some math a while back, and like everybody says that they hate pocket jacks, and I did a little bit of math. And if you have pocket jacks, there is a 57% chance that a higher card will come out on the flop.
There you go.
An ace, a king, or a queen. And I think that's probably why people hate jacks so much.
Yeah, it's just tough to know where you're at. Like you said, more than a coin flip of a chance that a high card is coming off. And we've got Aaron and Julio both with king rag. But look at this. Julio flops just a freaking flush right there. Straight, well, if Zeke didn't have the jack of spades, I'm looking for a royal right there. Of course, we can see that the jack of spades is used up, but Aaron may be drawn to it. I think I said Julio a second ago, but it was Aaron with the flush.
It is Aaron with the flush.
Sometimes the
And
graphics bounce around.
He's got the nuts right now, and he's got the nuts blocker.
Yep.
So like nobody right now can draw a straight flush.
Right.
So clearly he's gonna be in this pot.
Now, what are you thinking if you're Zeke? You got the jack of spades. You're just looking for the king of spades. Feeling like you've got it locked up.
I mean, that's really a tough card for Zeke there too,
Mm-hmm.
because it gives him the open-ended straight draw to go along with his second nut flush
Right.
draw.
And his his royal draw.
Yeah.
Wow, here we go. Yeah, a lot of thinking. You're right. A lot of thinking today. Zeke bets. Aaron Hollywooding, perhaps.
Oh, that's 100% Hollywood. That is 100. Like Aaron knows exactly where he is.
Maybe
He
thinking, how
knows
much
that-
do I raise
He
it?
knows there's no chance anybody can catch him unless the board pairs.
Just makes a smooth call.
He knows exactly what's going on there.
And we're down to 2. River card in 8.
And that gives Zeke the straight.
Zeke has a straight now.
Second nut straight. To go along with his second nut flush
The
draw.
second nut flush draw. Wow. All in and a snap call, it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
And Aaron making up for lost time. Had kind of a tough run of some of the cards there for a little while. Paying some bluffs off. Or paying off some value bets, rather. And now making up for lost time. Dragging a big pot. So we're going to close things out here. Great stream today. Had a lot of fun. Hope you did too. Thanks for watching. Thanks for everybody in the chat. We've got that tournament coming up tomorrow. The high roller. You going to be playing in that?
Not me. No,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah, not me either.
That 1-2 game right there is rich for my blood.
Yeah, that's about where I stay. We got the bounty tournament on Saturday, and then on Sunday the $10,000 zero entry tournament. That's going to be no limit hold'em. We got a couple of qualifiers from a couple of different clubs. So come out, check it out, cheer them on if you have a particular favorite, and then come out and play cash. We're going to have cash games running each day of the week from here until about 2025, and then we'll do some more after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start it up again in 2026.
Yeah, or 2025 the next day.
There you go.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks again, Chris, for everything you do here. Magician. Basil, the game on Sunday is at 1 p.m., so make sure to come check us out. 1 p.m. is that zero-entry $10,000 tournament, and we'll see you then. Tomorrow we're going to be live streaming, I believe, so we'll see you tomorrow, everybody.